Greetings and welcome to Success Formula Show. I am Yousaf, host of Success Formula Show. Today we have very amazing guest with us. He's an author, speaker, and B2B sales acceleration specialist. Give me a warm welcome to our today's guest, Peter Strohkorb. Welcome, Peter.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here, Yousaf.
Let me start with this. Where were you? What happened? Who were you surrounded with that inspired you to start whatever you do today?
Okay, just one question, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, I spent 10 years of my life starting and then selling my own small businesses. Then I thought I'll check out the corporate sector, and I started working for a small company called Sony, and then went to another small company called 3M, and then another small company called CSC and Dell and so on, and Canon as well. So I've spent the next 20 years in the corporate world, always on either the sales side or the marketing side. So I'm one of the few people that actually understand both disciplines, and I've also seen how they speak more about each other than to each other in most of these large organizations. So I then started to investigate the problem and found that there was no solution to it other than people just saying, work out your differences, right? I then researched the matter and wrote 2 books about it. One I've just recently launched, and founded a methodology to actually bring sales and marketing together reliably and sustainably. And I now run a consultancy business out of Sydney in Australia, but I service clients globally on the East Coast and the West Coast of the US, in North America, and of course in Asia Pacific.
Okay, amazing. You have an amazing story, by the way.
Thank you.
What are top 3 success secrets which others can model from, implement right there in their business?
Okay, so the thing that's always served me well is very simple. Stop thinking about how you want to sell and start thinking about how your clients and customers and prospects want to buy. You know, if every sales rep is focused on, oh my God, we've got the end of the month coming up, we need to make our targets, we've got to sell, right? But the customers don't care about the end of the month. They don't want to be pressured artificially. And so they return the pressure by saying, "Oh, give me a discount," or some sort of concession. And so this is a total disconnect between helping the customer to buy and pushing them to purchase something. And so I say, if you help your customer to buy, then they will buy more from you than if you pressure them to complete a transaction by an artificial deadline. Yeah.
Waiting for 2 more.
Oh, 2 more. Okay, right, 2 more. Okay. So I like to prove that my clients can get value from me before I ask them for money. I find that there's a lot of advisors, consultants, and salespeople out there that always go, pay first and then I'll show you what I can do, right? But the buyer feels like they're taking a risk. They're taking a leap of faith by jumping into something, buying something, crossing their fingers very firmly, and don't really know what they're getting until they're getting it. So I like to make my clients feel very easy, very comfortable to make a decision to buy from me by giving them some value up front so that I can understand how I work, whether there's a good fit for us to work together, and they can make an informed decision in terms of whether they want to utilize my services or not.
Okay, amazing. What are your immediate plans to grow your business?
My immediate plans are to expand into the North American market a bit more. And that is because the pandemic has ironically created a very level platform whereby I now have clients on the East Coast and the West Coast of the US. And that's simply because everybody's conducting business on Zoom and on other platforms, just like we are now. And the tyranny of distance, the complexity of geography has gone away. And because everybody's used to doing everything online, it's now much easier to reach out to people in foreign countries and do business with them. So I find that the Americans are quite ready for my services, and I'd like to explore that a bit further.
Okay, great. Peter, I'm going to ask you a difficult question. And
even more difficult. All right, let's go. I'll sit up straight in my chair. There you go.
Okay. What is the single most failure in your professional life? What lesson have you learned and how did you recover from it?
Okay. So the single biggest failure, and I'm quite happy to admit to it because I'm only human, is that I once thought that if I put enough content out there and promote myself as a thought leader and as an expert in my field, clients will just come to me. And this is actually a common theme amongst a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners, that they think they don't need to do any inbound, they don't need to do any outbound sales activity. They can just rely on inbound activity. And there's quite a few sort of sales lead generation organizations there and marketing people that tell you that that's the case. And as long as you spend money, ka-ching, money with them, a miracle will occur, and it just doesn't. So the lesson that I've had to learn for myself is that there is no substitute for doing outbound sales and outbound marketing to complement the inbound activities that you undertake.
Okay, you have an amazing story. Okay, Peter, what challenges are you facing right now in your business?
So right now, I'm not facing many changes. But of course, because of the pandemic, everybody's had to make an adjustment. We all call it pivot of some sort, right? And whereas in the past I used to help sales and marketing teams to come together, and that was mainly in larger organizations, and I've had quite a few of those. During the pandemic, they all stopped spending, and so I had to pivot to the sort of mid-market segment, right? And so what I do now is I have like I said, a 6, a 12, and a 6, a 10, and a 20-week program to help them build out a sales process and sales pipeline and a sales funnel that is going away from how can we sell to how can we help our customers to buy. And I call it the buyer-focused sales funnel. And there's a whole program around it that's really well proven. I've had two American CEOs give me testimonials saying that I've helped them win 5- and 6-figure deals just by going through the program. And the program was only 6, 10, or 20 weeks, and it's between $6,000 and $20,000. But they got 6- and 7-figure deals out of that. So the ROI was just amazing.
Okay, amazing. Who is your ideal client?
Okay, my ideal client is a business owner or a sales leader in a mid-market organization in US, UK, or Asia Pacific. Obviously in the B2B space, and I focus on technology and services in the broadest sense, organizations in the B2B sector. But I've helped other organizations as well.
Okay, any specific industry, or everyone who is business owner, like small business or big business, or any specific industry like real estate or something like this? Everyone.
Right? Not real estate, not retail. I focus on B2B, and I specialize. So I know a lot more about the technology sector and the B2B services sector.
People who are watching this right now, how can they support you?
So 2 ways. One is, as I mentioned, I've just published a new book. It's called Marketing Sell Smarter, Not Harder. It's available on Amazon. You can actually download it for free on my website at the moment. Just look at the book section. and of course, I have a couple of free tools that help you to assess for yourself your ability to accelerate your sales. So if you go to peterstrohkorb.com/sales-acceleration, so you look for sales acceleration tab, there is a tool in there that will help you. Okay, yeah, that will help you to assess for yourself how you can accelerate your own sales.
Okay, amazing. What would you say as a final word?
Well, I just say to everybody, please start focusing on your customer. It's the best formula for success around the world, no matter what industry you're in, no matter what you're selling, no matter what, whether you are in sales and marketing and finance and operations. If you focus on what's the right thing to do for the customer, everything will come together and you will reap the success.
Thank you, Peter, for sharing your wisdom with us on the behalf of Integrated Success Formula Show and my entire team.